Hey everyone, welcome to Econ 2301. This is an 8-week class, fully online. My name is Dr. Bayan Porterani. I'm a full-time faculty here at Lone Star College Sci-Fair. And I welcome all of you to this online class. I hope that you all had a restful summer and you are ready for this online class. So our class obviously starts on I don't know why I have August 18th. Oh, sorry about that. August 28th is the first day of our class. It's good that I'm recording this video, right? Otherwise, you would think that the classes started way back. All right. So our class is as an 8-week class, and it ends on October 18th. Okay. So I wanted actually to talk to you a little bit about what you can expect in this class and how you can navigate through D12. All the important information about this class will be under the content tab. So let me go there. Of course, let me also show you one thing quickly. And there is also a little calendar we have on our D12, so you can see all the important deadlines that we have in our class. So every time that you log into D12, you should be able to see this calendar, and then you can check it up and see if we have anything going on. However, I will always post an announcement here on the front page of our D12, and I will send you also weekly emails, so you have kind of again reminders about what's going on in our class. But this is a great feature that we have in our D12 that you can always check out. And one thing that I want to mention before I start talking about the syllabus is if you need, this is an online class, right? So you definitely need to have technologies. You definitely need to have a good laptop. So if you need a laptop, today is day one. So please go to our campus, go to Tech Building, and check out a laptop from our OTS office. They have tons of laptops, so you can definitely borrow one. And do not let technology hold you back, because especially for our class, this is an online class, everything will be online, including midterm exam and the final exam, and our exams are proctored, so you need to have a webcam. So if you do not have a webcam, external webcam, or included in your computer, go and get one laptop from OTS. Okay, again, day one. Okay, I will explain more about our exams, of course, but I just saw OTS. I just wanted to remind you about that. So everything, as I mentioned, will be under the content tab. So you should be able to see our syllabus here. I will explain, of course, more about the syllabus, but I want you to start with reading the syllabus. And when you are done with the syllabus, and if you don't have any question about it, go to this student memorandum folder. This is where you can find your first assignment. Okay, so you go in here, and then you are going to download and print this student memorandum form. You're going to put your name, you're going to date it, you're going to put your student ID, and then you are going to sign it. By signing the student memorandum, you are telling me that you understood the syllabus, you don't have any question, and you're aware of all the policies in this class. When you are done doing that, you need to go to course activities tab, and everything again is explained on this syllabus, so you really don't have to memorize anything, or you can just watch this video again if you want. You go to the course activities, assignments, and there is a Dropbox that I created here where you go and you upload your signed student memorandum. You can take a picture of your signed assignment, the signed memorandum form, and upload it here. You can scan it, so it's really up to you. Okay, so that is your very first assignment, and it's due on September 4th. Again, you are going to acknowledge that you understood everything in this class in terms of policies and the expectations from you. So that's kind of the agreement between me and you. All right, so that's our very first thing to kind of take care of in this class. Okay. We do have some discussions. I will explain about those, but since we're already here in the course activities tab, and you probably noticed that there is a little drop box, I'm calling it term paper. Yes, we do have a term paper, which is due on October 9th. So I already explained, of course, everything in more detail about it on the syllabus. This is a macro class, so you need to find and pick a macroeconomic topic that you like. But now you can ask me, okay, what's the difference between micro and macroeconomics? Because we do have two different economic branches, right? So microeconomics is all about businesses, firms, market, companies, individuals. Macro, on the other hand, is all about a country's economy, a nation's economy. So anything that is related to a country's economy is a macro topic. So in this class, we will go over topics like GDP, inflation rate, unemployment rate, fiscal policy, monetary policy, money and banking, things like that, okay? Because they are all related to a country's economy. Of course, there are some topics that are common between micro and macro, like demand, supply, cost, benefit, markets in general. These are kind of the foundation of economics that you see in both micro and macro, okay? Especially if you took microeconomics with us, you will see that the first 5 chapters of this class is exactly the same as micro class, because these topics like demand and supply, like production possibilities, gap opportunity cost, they are foundation of economics. Doesn't matter if you're taking micro or macro, you need to know demand. You need to know what we mean by supply, okay? What we mean by market equilibrium. So to get some ideas about the term paper, I definitely encourage you to look at the textbook after chapter 6, because chapter 6 and chapter 7 are chapters, our very first chapters that are only about macro, okay? You can watch news, obviously. You can look at economic journals. Our library has very good economic journals that you can have an access to even online. So take the advantage of that. So when you are done choosing your topic, you need to write a college level paper on the topic that I will talk more when I explain the syllabus. But I want you to think about your topics from day one. And let me know if you have any question, okay? Let me know if you need some kind of brainstorming, if you're not sure your topic is micro or macro. And try to narrow down your topic, okay? Come up with a research question. If you want to write about inflation, what aspect of inflation rate you are interested in look into, because you're doing a mini research about your topic, right? Remember that when you write a college level paper, the college level paper is not based on your opinion, it's based on facts. So you are going to use some economic scientific resources to write your paper, right? So I don't want you to use YouTube as a source. I don't want you to use Investopedia as a source. You have to have scientific sources. You can use news, obviously, but again, don't believe everything that you read on the internet. You probably heard that 100 times, right? Because it's true. Even the news sometimes are not scientific, okay? So even the articles that you read online are not scientific, all of them. Try to see the publisher of the article that you read, okay? Is it legitimate? Is it read about the author of the article that you read? Check out the credential of that author, okay? So when you write your papers, be mindful of these facts, okay? And try to you can have your opinion toward the ends of probably your paper, but your paper should not be based on your idea, okay? Because you're doing your little research, okay, on that topic. All right, so this is an online class, obviously. So the best way to reach out to me is by email. You can see the information about my office here. I remember that I teach Also face-to-face. I have other responsibilities on campus, so I'm not in my office 24/7. I have the students that call me on a Saturday. Oh, I don't go to my office on a Saturday, okay? The best way to reach out to me is by email. We all have email that are right here on D12 up here, and also we have our Lone Star emails. I have my Lone Star email, which is long because my last name is long, right here. This is the best way that you can reach out to me, especially over the weekends while you're taking the test, holidays, and that's my Lone Star email. So when you are sending an email to my Lone Star email, use your Lone Star email as well. Sometimes I don't get it if you're using your Gmail because it will go to my spam, okay? So that's the best way to reach out to me, email. But if you want to see me, we can set up a WebEx meeting, obviously. You can come to campus and we meet. So you have to contact me in advance for that, okay? Let me show you the textbook that we're using. This is the textbook that we are using, and I'm going to explain how you can get the book. I also get this question a lot, that should I get a new textbook? The answer is yes. Because we use a publisher software, which is called Connect. All the assignments, exams will be on Connect. So yes, you need to have and buy a new textbook. We are adopting a new edition of our textbook. That's why the folder that I'm about to show you is empty. That's where you can find the textbook. It's called McGraw-Hill. That's our publisher. So if you scroll down under the content tab, you should be able to see the McGraw-Hill folder. It's empty, but I'm going to show you what it should look like. And it's empty because our publisher asked us to kind of wait because they're adding new features to this new textbook. So I still don't have an access to that. But by the time that you watch this video, it should be all there. I'm going to show you the McGraw-Hill folder for one of my summer classes that are right now taking their final. So if you open the McGraw-Hill folder, you should be able to see, I think you also see the launch, I believe, because mine is a little bit different from yours. If you see this, you can click on this launch, or you can just scroll down and go to homework number 1. If you click on homework number 1, it will take you to Connect. Of course, mine is already, I have an account, so it's already there. For you, it will be launch. Then you should be able to follow the steps there to create your account using your Lone Star College email, and then you choose a password, and then you have an access to Connect. If you're waiting for financial aid, take the advantage of 14 days free trial, and then you will have kind of like a temporary access to Connect. But as soon as you get the money, please purchase the Connect access code. Otherwise, your access to Connect will be interrupted. And again, the assignments, exam, they're all on Connect. So you need to have that access code. If you don't have any issue with the money, I would definitely encourage you to purchase your access code right away, day 1, okay? There are 2 different types of assignments that you will see on Connect. They're called homework, like the one that I showed you, homework 1, which is from chapter 1 and 2. And then we also have these chapter 1 reading. They're called the SMART books. SMART books are optional, but I highly recommend you guys to do them, read them, because they are basically reading from each chapter. And by reading them, you learn more about the topic. They are interactive. They have like questions at the end of each section. If you don't get the idea of the topic, it will take you back to the section that you need to practice more. So I highly recommend you doing it, but they are not graded, okay? You can also see all the modules, weekly modules that are created for our class. So if you click on them, you will see which chapter we cover for week 1. You have an access to lecture notes that are written by me. And then there are also some videos or handouts that I also posted here, help you basically to master that topic. videos that you see here are kind of short videos, let's say on a specific topic that I recorded or I found on YouTube. And also, on my weekly emails, I always send you an email on a Sunday or Monday each week. And I also post an announcement on D12 every week, by the way. But in my weekly emails, I also give you a link to my YouTube channel where I recorded kind of like a longer videos where I talk over the lecture notes. It's like you're sitting in the classroom or you're sitting with me and I go over the lecture notes explaining these slides here in more detail. So those are longer videos. If you go even to my YouTube channel, you should be able to find different chapters there, okay? But some students don't like longer videos. That's why I also have my shorter videos here on a specific topic. Let's say you don't understand PPC, so that's a good video for you to watch. But if you want to get a better understanding of the entire chapter, those longer videos are for you, okay? Let me go back to the syllabus. So I already explained the textbook, also assignments that are weekly. You have, since this is the 8-week class, sometimes we cover more than one chapter. I cover more than one chapter. So you definitely obviously have more than one homework to do. So again, I kind of remind you in my weekly emails and announcements. This is an online class, so obviously I'm not going to take any attendance, but your the number of times that you log in kind of to your D12 is kind of count as an attendance. And it's not like I'm going to check, but if I see a student who doesn't post anything on discussion board, which I will explain in a second, or I see a student who has been inactive for let's say for 2 weeks, that counts as an absent in this class, okay? And you are going to lose points for that. So try to check your D12 at least once a week. This is a short class. I would recommend even twice a week because of discussions, especially. You need to access, you need to log into your D12 more than once, actually, if you want to get the full credit for discussions, okay? We do have 3 discussions for this class where you can find the discussions. I'm going to jump back to my D12 under the collaboration tab. So if you click on collaboration and go to discussion, you should be able to see the discussion board. And for each discussion, I raise the question and I want you to post your answers there. So these are the discussions that you have. This is not, of course, your class, but let me go back to your class, actually. I was still showing you the McGraw-Hill there, but your class was right here. So this is collaboration tab for you. Right. So these are the discussion question that I already asked. And as you can see, it's different from the other class that I showed you. But the policy is still the same. So you answer to the question that are raised at the discussion board. Your response has 50 points out of 100. Your response shouldn't be less than 200, was without your citation. And if you are using internet, if you're using the textbook, I want you to source your to cite your sources for me. And again, you want them to be scientific sources, okay? And you are not done. If you want to get the full credit, you need to go back to the discussion. That's why I said it's better to log into your D12 more than once a week, because you want also to provide feedback for your friends. So you need to provide at least 2 feedback for your friends, comment for your friends in class. And this is the best way that you can also communicate with other students in the classroom, because it's an online setting. So it's really hard to, have that community feeling. But I feel like that the discussion allows us to kind of interact with each other. And I don't want you to write just, oh, I love your topic. I love your answer. Oh, I agree with you. Try to analyze your friends' responses, okay? What aspect of the answer of your friends fascinates you? Which part you disagree with? So try to be more specific, okay? So you need to respond. You need to leave 2 feedback for your friends' responses. Then you will get another 50 point. your response for your friends should not be less than 100 words, okay? So you can get easy A for your discussion, easy A for the assignments. Just try not to miss them, okay? You have 1 week for assignments and you have 1 week for discussions, okay? So assignments and also discussions will be available to you every single Monday, and they are due the following Monday. So you always have 1 week. That's why I'm kind of strict about my deadlines. If you miss discussion deadline or if you miss assignment deadline, I'm not going to reopen it for you because you already had 1 week to work on them. And for homework, I am going to drop the lowest homework grade at the end. So that's basically allows you to miss 1 homework. Okay. That's about discussion. So you only have 3. So try not to copy and paste. Use your own language. Use economic language. Okay, this is an econ class. Assignments, I already explained that. For the term paper, I already talked to you about a term paper, but briefly. But to be more specific, please read this part. It tells you basically it should be an MLA format. If you, again, struggle with the topic, let me know. But start thinking about it. The deadline was in October 9th, on October 9th. It should be MLA format. So if you don't have any clue what MLA is, just Google it. Or we have amazing staff in our writing center. Please just come to our campus or just talk to them online. Make an appointment. They'll be more than happy to help you. Again, I do care about your citation and the sources that you use. It is an econ paper, especially it's a macro paper, and you will see that we use graphs, charts, data specifically in macro. So I need to see those in your paper, okay? Use economic language, as I said. Use scientific sources, economic journals. We have tons of them in our library. So please take the advantage of them. You are not emailing me your papers at the end of the semester on October 9th. There is a Dropbox. It's exactly where I showed you where the student memorandum form was, right? So it's under the assignment tab, sorry, course activity tab. There is no, again, extension for the paper. If you missed it, you will get 0 automatically, okay? And this is a little rubric that I put here so you can have idea how I'm going to grade your paper. So you can read that. Let me know if you have any question. You need at least 5 sources, by the way, for your paper. We have a midterm exam and final exam. You have few days to take each. Again, especially for the final, if you miss the final, you will get 0. There is no extension over that because I have a strict deadline for submitting the grades. So I won't be able to arrange any makeup for you. For midterm exam, do your best to take the midterm exam during the time that I allow you basically to take the midterm. But if you miss the midterm because of college-related reasons, excuses, then I will send your makeup test to our testing center. You have to come in person to take that test. The makeup won't be online, okay? So you need to schedule an appointment at the testing center. You go there, the test will be written. It is not online. So you answer the question, then the testing center will send me your test back, okay? So that's the only way that I arrange the makeup. It is not online. It will be in person. You have to come to campus, okay? Hopefully, you won't have any problem doing that. And as I said, all the exams will be on Connect. They are proctored. They will be recorded. But please don't be scared when I say it's recorded. I'm not there watching you. I teach 6 classes, and I don't know which time of the day you are going to take the test. So I'm not watching you. But when you are done with the test, since the test is recorded, I have an access to your recording. And sometimes I watch the videos of my students randomly. If I get a red flag, kind of alarm about your video, definitely I will watch that. And when I will get the red flag, when you have lots of movements when you are taking the test, when your face is not visible when you are taking the test, when there's a cover in front of your webcam when you are taking the test, when you are talking too much. Okay, so these are the things that will make me watch your video. Otherwise, just be chill, be yourself. You can have 1 page of formulas, because we do have lots of formulas in our class, you will see. So it's okay for you to have your formula sheet with you, and you can have 1 to 2 pages of notes, but I want you to show them to the video before, sorry, to the camera before you start. Okay, so that's my condition if you want to use your notes and your formula sheet. All right. You need to download Proctorio, which is the proctoring software that Connect has before you start the test. And the test is timed for both midterm exam and for the final exam. And again, if you need a laptop, please check out one from OTS. If you do not have a reliable internet at home, please come to campus and take your test in one of our open labs on campus. You definitely don't want to, again, miss the test because of the technology. All right. These are the dates. This is the grade outline that as you can see here. And these are important dates for our fall 2023. And this is a little table that I have here telling you what we do every week. But of course, if you check out the weekly modules under the content tab, that's pretty much the same thing. And I will remind you about all the deadlines in my weekly emails. So please read them. Let me know if you have any question. Again, welcome to this class. And I hope that we have a great fall semester together. We don't have that much time, of course, obviously, this is an 8-week class. So my experience is that the students that take these type of classes, they're goal-oriented, they are at top of everything. It's not really difficult to pass this class with good grade, honestly. Just ask my students. Just try to pay attention to deadlines. Don't miss any homework and communicate with me, okay? I wish you all the best and good luck with all of your classes, including this macro class.